Today I'm going to show you how to produce a minimal deep house track in the style of Chris Stussy using Ableton Live 12. First, we're going to set our project to 132 BPM. I'll be using some of my favorite samples from Beat the Dip Minimal House Sample Pack, Beat the Dip Tech House Sample Pack, and Beat the Dip Favorites. You can find the download links in the video description. And let's start with the drums. First, let's find a kick drum something punchy. I like this one. Perfect. Now, let's add a clap. Now, let's add a snare. In this pattern, I've used Swing Notator 160 in the groove pool, which works really well for this style of music. Perfect. It's starting to take shape. Now I will add a hi-hat loop and some open hats. This will help me give the track a steady rhythm and energy. I will also add a drum texture loop, which will help me give the track more depth and movement, adding subtle rhythmic details that enhance the groove. Now we have more consistency in the drums, which gives the groove a solid. We can continue refining the details, adjusting the dynamics, and adding small variations to keep the rhythm fresh and engaging. Perfect! Let's design the bass line to give the track depth and groove. We add the Serum plugin and browse through my favorite presets from Beat the Dip Minimal House Sample Pack and Beat the Dip Tech House Sample Pack. You can find the download links in the description. We define the scale in F minor, which will provide a melancholic and immersive sound. We use Swing Notator 160 in the groove pool, adding a slight rhythmic displacement to make the bass flow naturally within the beat. This first layer will be our sub-bass, so I apply an EQ to remove the mid-frequencies and keep only the low end. I also add cytokine with Ableton's compressor, adjusting the threshold and ratio so the kick has space and the bass breathes with each hit. To enrich the texture, we duplicate the bass layer and add another synthesizer, this time with harmonics focused on the mid-frequencies, which will enhance presence and definition. This helps the bass remain impactful across different sound systems without losing its weight. Perfect! The song is shaping up amazingly with a solid groove and an immersive atmosphere. Now I will make some adjustments to the project structure to optimize its flow and dynamics. I will also add filter automations on the kick and bass during the breaks, creating smoother transitions and adding tension before the drops. This will help the track feel more immersive and progressive. I'm going to create a small build-up on the snare, gradually increasing the speed and intensity to build anticipation before the drop. We duplicate the break and refine it so the transition in the second break has a unique character. I will make structural modifications, adjusting effects, automations, and the build-up intensity to make the drop hit even harder. Now we'll use Serum to design our melody, exploring some leads and plucks to achieve a bright and immersive sound. I'll use a string preset to create an immersive and emotional atmosphere. Perfect! I like how it sounds. This string adds an immersive atmosphere to the track, creating depth and emotion. Now we'll use an ARP to add movement and texture to the melody. I'll select a bright sound with an adjusted speed so it fits well into the composition. Now I'll add a lead, using the same note sequence as the bass line. This will help maintain melodic cohesion while adding brightness and presence to the composition. Amazing! The combination of elements really creates a powerful and immersive atmosphere. Each layer adds depth and energy, making the track come alive with a solid and well-balanced groove. Now we'll make some structural adjustments to the song to position the melody better within the track. We'll refine the arrangement so each section flows naturally, ensuring the melody stands out without losing the groove's consistency. Perfect! All the elements sound amazing together. The mix has balance, depth, and fluidity, with each layer naturally complementing the others. To refine the production further, small dynamic improvements could be made, adjusting automations and effects to make every transition even more impactful. Now I'm adding an atmosphere loop to give the track more depth and texture. This element will help create an immersive feel and connect the different sections of the composition. Now I'll add another atmosphere and background loop sample to enhance the depth and texture of the track. These elements will help create a more immersive feel and add greater cohesion to the composition. Now I'm adding some glitched vox loops to bring an experimental and dynamic touch to the composition. These sounds will help create unique textures and add a modern character to the track. I'll be using some of my favorite samples from Beat the Dip Minimal House Sample Pack, Beat the Dip Tech House Sample Pack, and Beat the Dip Favorites. If you want more information and the download links, you'll find them in the video description. And this is the final result. A production full of texture, energy, and depth, with carefully designed elements to create an immersive atmosphere. The atmosphere and background loops, along with the glitch vox loops, have added an experimental and modern touch, while the modular percussions and effects have reinforced the groove and transitions. Now we'll add crashes and some FX to strengthen transitions and give more impact to certain sections of the track. The crashes will help highlight energy shifts, while the FX will add texture and movement, creating a more immersive atmosphere. And this is how one of our breaks in the song will sound, with an immersive structure and well-defined transitions. Every element from crashes and FX to textures and modular percussions helps create dynamics and depth, ensuring the track maintains its energy and progression. Perfect! The song has now taken shape and sounds amazing. The energy and groove inspired by Chris Stussy are clearly present, with a deep atmosphere and a well-defined structure. The rhythmic and melodic elements blend seamlessly to create an immersive and sophisticated sound, perfectly capturing the style we aimed for. It's been an incredible journey. This track is full of energy and character, and every element has come together beautifully. To access the download links, check the video description, where you'll find the sample packs used in this production, including Beat the Dip Minimal House Sample Pack, Beat the Dip Tech House Sample Pack, and Beat the Dip Favorites. Also, for more content on music and production, follow and subscribe so you don't miss future projects.